What type of research you are looking for to support?
We had a summit in December where we brought over 160 researchers from around the world who are focused on colorectal cancer, basically to answer that question. We really are focused on several areas. Immunotherapy, of course, like I mentioned, is extremely important to us. Generally, the side effects are much less toxic than traditional chemotherapy. We are really excited about vaccines and those being able to use and modify that tumor microenvironment. It is responsive now to immunotherapies. And of course, there are new immunotherapies coming out all the time. So second generation is really changing the landscape. Antibody drug conjugates, so ADCs, Theranostics, where, this is becoming a very interesting area of therapeutics where not only can we image where the cancer is in the body, but then have the opportunity using very small radiographic molecules that, and this is used in prostate cancer. And so, the beta emitters are interesting, but now alpha emitters are starting to come out. And so we're really seeing some new therapies that may be extremely exciting. We also care about, the whole AI piece of this, right? AI is changing the way we do research in so many ways. So we want to make sure that we are collecting data around patient cohorts. We are, using that to train AI so that we can get better prediction on matching patients to clinical trials, but also understanding more of the modes of action of how these drugs are working so that we can target the escape mechanisms that these tumors so readily adopt.
Can you share some examples of research that have been funded before?
Yeah, so actually our first grant was Dr. Kaluri, who is out of MD Anderson. And he is developing a platform based on microsatellite stable disease to rapidly do drug development. So this is really a platform where he can develop new molecules very quickly. We can test them and then hopefully get them closer to clinical utility. We also have funded grants where we are looking at how do you transform that tumor microenvironment so it is more receptive to the immunotherapies. We've done some on Theranostics, funded some of that. So it's a really broad range of research. One of the things, we try to fund as much research as possible that is as close to human utility, but we also know we need to funnel through the pipeline, right?
Right.
So you need to get earlier research with new ideas. And the other thing we're really trying to encourage is young investigators. So we have young investigator awards that are very specific for them, and we're trying to get new molecular biologists and geneticists and bioinformaticists interested in really tackling colorectal cancer and hopefully making that their career. So that's a very huge emphasis on what we're trying to do.
Yeah, the Theranostics has been a talk of the town in this ASCO GI 25 also. There were lots of sessions and talks about the Theranostics. I have attended a few and they're really impressive.
They really are.
Yeah.
And, it's very hopeful. But with one thing that is so exciting about, I get to read every proposal that comes through Project Cure CRC, is all of the innovative ideas that are actually out there. When we first started this project, it was kind of like, there's not really anything new happening. That is totally false. There are all sorts of really exciting things happening. They're just not ready for patients yet. So
how do you identify these innovative CRC research to support?
It's a lot of ways. So, of course, we issued a request for proposals, so we get grant applications in all of the time. But like I said, we had the Cure CRC Summit, which we really try to bring industry and academia together, which is very different from many conferences, because we know it's going to take the combined effort of everybody in the research environment to actually get newer treatments more quickly to patients. So we're trying to create collaborations, marriages, whatever you want to call them, that really are sparking innovative research that hopefully we can quickly translate and then bring in our platform trial to basically test out these new therapies.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.